The Patek Philippe Nautilus 50th anniversary.
Kill me.
Kill it with fire. The Rolex Milgauss 70th anniversary.
Okay, we've said this about Doxa. You can't celebrate something that's dead. So if they want to bring it back on the 50th, but it's not celebrating an anniversary, they eliminated that line again a couple years ago.
So we know fine well that the 70th anniversary, where it would be the most obvious place for Rolex to relaunch the Milgauss, is they're going to completely forget about it and do something entirely different. Greetings and welcome to aBlogtoWatch weekly show. The key question has just been asked: which came first, the sleeve ruffle or the potato chip from Ripley? I'm not sure why he was inspired to ask this question, but he will now explain to the gathered hordes.
Well, Ariel had brought up the ruffled sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
It got me thinking about the potato chips.
Why?
They're both called ruffles. I can't name a third ruffle in my existence.
Ruffle. Is that a brand? Is that a brand of? Is Ruffle a brand of potato chip? I have not heard the word ruffle associated.
And you're not missing anything.
And they're called, and just for the sake of argument, they're called crisps.
And Mark Ruffalo is an industry plant from Big Potato. That's
Potato.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
I will point out that both a crisp and a chip are. Sorry, crispy? They both are. These are interchangeable terms.
No, but a chip is what you would call a French fry. But a French fry is only the long, skinny version like you would get at McDonald's. There are varieties of potato chip.
Well, the bottom line is they're both
chips.
supposed to be something you rip off of a larger potato and fry in oil. Both of them are supposed to be actual potato and not actual reprocessed, powdered, reformulated, whatever.
Mm-hmm. We're letting David in. David, welcome to Potato Chip Weekly. We are live.
Rick, so if it's not a potato and it's something else like corn, it's corn crisps?
So you would get crisps like corn crisps, yeah? Or what else would you make crisps out of? Like beetroot or something incredibly healthy. Other things are called crisps. It's crisps. It's not potato chips. David, help me out in this one. What is it in Hungary?
Have I missed the discussion on Higgis already, or you're just getting into it?
No, we're just getting.
Tell him it's a crispy chip.
We're just warming up to it.
Oh, lovely.
We're just warming up.
So what's the question?
First of all, before we go any further, David, you're using your MacBook microphone and not your USB microphone. So there we go.
Riverside has decided to discard all cookies and settings.
Cookie, that's I think how we got into potato chips.
Yes.
Possibly.
You don't acknowledge the term cookies. It's biscuits to you, isn't it?
No, a cookie. No, you get cookies, but a cookie is a different thing.
What's the difference between a cookie and a biscuit?
A cookie's a very different. Cookie's very definitely. It's no wrapper on it. Okay.
It's a wrapper on a cookie.
We've got 202 shows, and the first time that Ripley wants to drop the F-bomb is in referring to the wrapping of biscuits.
The wrapper does not dictate the type of food. You can put in a Tupperware. The fact that is what you're citing as the defining factor.
It's only the first thing. So a cookie you get in a packet. Okay, and they're all naked within the packet, and they're round, and they're crumbly. Like if you were to hit them with a hammer, they would crumble into dust, into cookie dust, no less. Cookie Monster eats cookies, but there are other biscuits, like Empire biscuits and...
Not the one to cite for clarity. I have no idea what that is. Wait, so I'm completely lost here. Is it the consistency of it or the packaging that defines a cookie versus a biscuit?
I would say a biscuit can be wrapped, but a biscuit is a biscuit. It's just a biscuit. So like it gets more complicated because there's a thing in this country called Jaffa cakes. Have you heard of a Jaffa cake? No,
I just like that you have all these small nuances between confections, and this.
No. This
I want to help preserve this part of cultural heritage.
Remember, it's called English. That's all I'm saying. It's called English. The clue's in the title. Jaffa cakes. See, the problem with Jaffa cakes is that Jaffa cakes are financially legally biscuits, because Jaffa cakes are taxed as if they were biscuits. Because you pay
I've never once understood why my ancestors decided to leave the United Kingdom. Because throughout my whole life, I'm like, they seem to have
different taxes on different baked items.
There are different.
Why would apparently the only thing that determines a cookie versus a biscuit is the wrapper?
No, it's not the only thing. It's also a taxation issue. So if I remember correctly, because Jaffa cakes are taxed as biscuits,
this is why we threw it all into the harbor and just said, I'm done with it.
It wasn't tea, it was coffee. Anyway, a Jaffa cake is a biscuit, which means there's no VAT on it, because a biscuit is not considered a luxury item, whereas a cake is considered a luxury item. Therefore, it has value-added tax on it.
They always ask this question, how does empires end? This is how empires end.
This is exactly how they end.
So tell me about the
nonsensical morons take rule over, everything else. There's no grandeur in this whatsoever.
I have no more clarity on the biscuit versus cookie issue at this point either. Like after all of this, I have no clarity on what defines one versus the other.
Can Cookie Monster eat it? So Cookie Monster can't eat biscuits because his fingers don't allow him to unwrap them. So, like, what's that stuff you get? You have Italian biscuits with coffee. What are they called?
Biscotti.
Biscotti. So when you get a biscotti, it's definitely a biscuit, the clue's in the name, and you also have to unwrap them because they come in a little packet.
But if they're not in a packet and they're in like a jar, it then becomes...
No, but you didn't buy them in the jar. You put them in the jar. You put that.
I've specifically seen them in jars.
You're always buying a cookie in some package unless it's like from the cafe or something.
It's a biscuit bin, not a cookie jar. These are the important things we need to get right. That's
this seems to be important in Japan. You ever notice that some candies are together and some are individually packaged?
David was looking forward to this being a tight watch-focused show this week.
Watch and Higgis.
But no, it's about Christmas. It's important. What do we leave out for Santa? Is it cookies or biscuits?
Haggis. Oh, that's a good question. You might have found a flaw in my argument. Maybe that's the Americanization of Christmas. That's it right there. Because we leave out cookies.
Christmas?
Do we leave out cookies for Christmas? I don't know. I think we do leave out cookies and milk. What do you leave out for the reindeer?
Reindeer?
Only you leave anything out for the reindeer.
You can't leave something out for the reindeer. You don't want
bear trap?
You don't want Santa to bear trap. You don't want Santa just leave you the whole lot to get going. Anyway, there we go. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm pleased you chose to join us during this week's Christmas Chaos. How is everyone's Christmas Chaos going? Are you all organised? David, you bought all your presents, wrapped everything?
We have a really, really amazing system in my family where there's a draw. Presents. So you draw somebody. It's a secret draw, so nobody knows who they are getting a gift from, and you only get one gift, but you only have to give one, and that's worked brilliantly for the last 10 years.
Great. Now, can I then ask how many folk are in your family? Because there's only 2 of you. That really doesn't play well.
It removes some of the excitement, yes. So there's like 10 of us, so that's good.
Well, that's not bad. So did they just guess that it was you because it's always watch themed? So
I always try.
It's Ario's latest book.
An IWC catalog. Who could that be from?
Yeah, exactly. From 2021. Yeah, if only it was that easy.
Or is it worse? Do people try and buy you watch-themed gifts?
No, not at all. No.
Everybody knows not to bother.
Thank God.
Okay. No. Ripley, are you ready? First Christmas as a married man. Does it feel different?
No, it's
just as
equally
disappointing as
stressful.
normal.
And now I've got this whole cookie biscuits thing that's on my mind. That's going to just be going into it as I try to treacle biscuit, treacle cookie. These are all things I can't be bothered with right now. Luckily, my wife does a lot of the wrapping, so I think everyone's going to be grateful for that.
Yes,
I don't.
Good.
I close it. I package it. I don't think it's particularly pleasing when I do it.
Right. Okay. But have you done all your shopping? Is it all organised?
Mostly.
You don't actually know, do you? Because your wife's taking care of it all. Is that what we're saying?
No. There's certain things I've had to get and do. And
right. Okay.
Yeah, I think most of it's done. But at this point, it's like I don't know. To go out on Christmas Eve to do any shopping, it's like I might as well go enter the Hunger Games or something like that. Like, it's just going to be an absolute trial.
Good stuff. And Ariel, you finish your Christmas shopping? Or are you going to start wrapping like the isotope clock behind you as an emergency gift?
I will not be threatened by artificial deadlines to buy items. I am shopping for these family members all year round, okay?
Right, okay.
I don't need some new extra reason to do so. I bought my son a gift that doesn't make sense until April. That's my stance on this.
This is like a first draft of your April Fools you've written.
No, I got him a concert ticket that's in April.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Good. Well, I hope everybody else is suitably purchased for their significant others.
Buy watches. Support our industry so that trickle-down economics may become a real thing.
Rick, do you get your farm animals any gifts?
Oh, the dogs will get gifts. The dogs will get gifts of some kind. Do the horses get gifts?
A little bit of extra feed in the trough, or
no, maybe an extra carrot or two if we're feeling generous. Just depends. Maybe
don't be a Krampus. Yeah, don't be a Krampus.
No, I'll not be a Krampus. I'm not sure. A Krampus, is that a Christmas Grinch? Is it of some kind?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's like dark Santa who abducts kids. Santa. Yeah,
it's like Dark Superman. Is it Superman that has a dark? Anyway, never mind. Right, let's have a look at something from the website, and let's have a look at this. I fear that all my dreams of Panerai purity are about to be hacked to death by Ariel's latest article. Watch brands would be wise to boast of historic credit less often. Right, before we go into this article, off the top of your head, David, watch brand that boasts most about its heritage?
Omega.
Ariel, watch brand that boasts most about its heritage?
Rolex,
right, okay. Ripley, watch brand that boasts most about its heritage?
I mean, I think Ariel and David probably had the two biggest
you're
contenders.
You're allowed to select Omega. I will be, because it's clearly Omega. But
no, you're going with Panerai. You know it.
I wish you did. Okay, maybe I should rephrase. Watch brand you wish stopped speaking about their heritage in line with your article, Panerai.
All of them.
Be quiet. All of them. So, Ariel, what inspired this article to get you going?
So I wrote this like a while ago. So it's like the timing of the publication does not coincide when I wrote it. So it's not like this is the most urgent issue at the end of the year. It's an issue. The context here is that brands forget what it is they're celebrating. There's a comment I haven't responded to yet that's basically saying, like, look at all these brands that like show how old they are, this date and that date. Surely the heritage must mean something. I'm like, no. Those old dates are there to infer something. And that is that for like 200 years or whatever, they've been focused on making this product. So it must be pretty good. They must really care about this thing and they're making it so long. The mere fact that they're old, that by itself is not important. I try to say that people put money into these products because there's this aura of perfection. They've been focused on this craft for so long. They hyper-focus on it. They reinvest. They double down on their values of making these perfect little cool things. Not, oh yeah, we had this amazing success a while ago, so buy our version of it today. They need to get people excited about these new achievements, not just some achievement they did in the 60s or in the 18th century. The celebration of the history is to celebrate something they did, some amazing thing that they can talk about and celebrate and discuss and revise. And I think that's the issue. They're not doing enough things today. Now, again, you start to see little shifts in that. Breguet, again, and this was after I wrote this article, they came out with their experimental with some new magnetic systems in it. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. That is moving outside the box. Hopefully that'll be something that they'll be able to put in production. But you're seeing small whimpers of innovation while they spend huge amounts of time celebrating past innovation. So I'm saying create new innovation that you can also celebrate in the future. That's kind of the point.
So we've briefly mentioned a couple of watch brands who maybe should go to the heritage drawer or the what we did in the past drawer slightly less often. Who should be going to the heritage drawer more? What brands are there that don't actually talk about the heritage as much as you think they would if they were led by others? I actually was thinking about this and thought that Patek actually don't go to their I don't think they go to their heritage draw in their marketing quite as much as you would maybe think that they do.
They just don't talk about it.
They just don't talk about it. Are they worried about it? They're worried about what they might dig up.
No, I mean, there's always, if you look at the Patek press release, there's so much pomp and circumstance during the release. They really never get around to talking too much about what it was inspired by.
David, a brand, or Ripley, a brand that should be talking a bit more about their historic influence.
No. Talk about what you're doing tomorrow. Not 1,000 years ago. What I was going to add to that is that, it's exactly why they are doing it as Ariel described. If it's an old date, that then people think that, oh wow, they've been trying to perfect this thing for all these decades or hundreds of years. Whereas in truth, if the guy who designed the Giro Tourbillon leaves, then there's nobody to continue, So usually, even within not just a lifetime but a career, it happens that folks change in between these manufacturers and these brands, and then entire projects can stall. So it's not like, oh, we've been making this freaking tourbillon for 200 years. We're so good at it. If somebody leaves this month, then next month there's no one to pick up the gauntlet. So it's that's just how it is. We've seen it time and again.
So I've just asked our friends at ChatGPT brands with major milestones in 2026 to see who's going to dig into the heritage cupboard. Now, this could be entirely fictional, which would be even funnier because sometimes actually it does feel like the brands are celebrating completely fictional events. So major brand milestones in 2026, apparently Tudor's 100th anniversary. Is that correct? 1926 sounds about right.
Oh boy!
So get ready for Tudorgate. The Patek Philippe Nautilus 50th anniversary.
Kill me.
Kill it with fire. The Rolex Milgauss 70th anniversary.
Okay, we said this about Doxa. You can't celebrate something that's dead. So if they want to bring it back on the 50th, but it's not celebrating an anniversary, they eliminated that line again a couple of years ago.
So we know fine well that the 70th anniversary, where it would be the most obvious place for Rolex to relaunch the Milgauss, is they're going to completely forget about it and do something entirely different.
Well, does the Milgauss really have a place anymore? The whole purpose of this watch was like an internal shield to make it very anti-magnetic. And now anti-magnetism we're almost past anti-magnetism. Breguet is using magnetism to do cool stuff.
The Land Dweller is the new Milgauss. Basically.
Yeah.
Bracelet watch that's not affected by magnetism. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so
doesn't have a little lightning hand. They can put one in.
So you think a little lightning hand in the Land Dweller for the 70th anniversary? That seems more likely than a brand new line. Tag Heuer, 40 years since the acquisition and motorsport model. I'm not quite sure, but Tag Heuer celebrates about 40 years. That's the bit as accurate as it needs to be. About 40 years since its acquisition. This could see the anniversary editions tied to motorsport-inspired pieces. I'm not quite sure what that means, but ChatGPT seems
and neither does Tag
that it's relevant. Yeah,
click to the archives. It's just turning pages.
Yes. Other historical significance: 120 years since the foundation of Rolex. In 1905, Omega Olympic and Speedmaster Heritage. I mean, they don't really need an excuse. There is an Olympics this year, so there you go.
Please, no.
Longines, 100th anniversary of the first dual time. Longines is marking cultural and air-linked milestones in early 26, the year of the horse. That's just ChatGPT picking something up from a marketing department, I think. So there we go.
The year of horse, mate.
So seems that Tudor is going to be the brand that has the best excuse to go large.
The Tudor horse meat collaboration.
Tudor horse meat collaboration. So what do we think Tudor should do for its 100th anniversary? That does feel like something you could celebrate. That it would be legitimate.
Can you barbecue a horse? How do you cook it?
Stuff it with yes, a very, very large roasting.
We call it the Polo Luau by Tudor.
So yeah, I'm expecting anything from Tudor. Do you think they'll celebrate it? I think Rolex will let them.
Do they have more girly colors to choose?
Well, no, because the color for 2026 is basically white, isn't it? Because white things are back, at least in America, apparently.
Tudor doesn't like white watches, do they? They can't handle it, can they?
Largely, I think about it, they're slightly orange tinged, mostly in America, but that's a different matter. So yeah, anyway, so there you go. That was my attempt to try and make anniversaries interesting. Doesn't seem to really be inspiring.
Apparently, you're not as cool as the Swiss are. They make them really interesting.
They make them really interesting. Right, let's talk about a couple of watches then. Let's have a look at what's been on the website this week and who's been from. Ariel just dropped Porsche Design Chronograph 1, the watch designed by the creator of the 911. Does it cost more the less you have on it? Like if I actually remove the subdials to make it lighter or take the date complication off of it, does the watch increase in price? Much
well, yeah, they have to do extra stuff for you. So absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it when people say that something was taken out. They just never put it in. You know, to remove something, you have to first install it and then remove it. It's just still on the shelf somewhere in the factory.
Now, you know that's the way they do it.
They've removed the seats. No, they never put it in.
No. You know if they did it in Glasshuta, if they built 911s in Glasshuta, Neil Zora factory, that's how they do it. They would build the whole thing and then they take the bits out of it so as they could legitimately say, we removed these parts.
We removed the sound editing. Well, great. Yeah. More money. Here's my money.
This feels a very retro Porsche design watch. This feels like a watch they had 20 years ago.
Well, it came out in 1972 originally, this design. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of futuristic at the time. It was never supposed to be what you would say is a luxury design. It's supposed to be a high-end tool, similar to a car like the 911, which it more or less continued to be in a lot of ways. This generation of the Chronograph 1 came out in 2022, so it features their in-house movement. They're building a new factory right now to make more of those movements and to make slightly different ones. All titanium case. This is the non-limited edition version. Many of them are limited, like they have one that's gray that doesn't have the black, which is limited, and they make a variety of other limited ones. Some of them are really, really cool. I think that there's sort of an interesting philosophical question here as to who cares more about this. The Porsche 911 automotive enthusiast, where there's this timepiece which was designed to complement the car that they so cherish, or watch lovers who admire the utilitarian nature of something like the 911 and the iconic status and want a watch that's matched to that world. And I think that this is probably a little bit more interesting to watch people than car people, even though a lot of these have been sold to people while they're buying a new Porsche. But I think what's interesting is that the psychographics of the people that buy Porsches, they often reach up. Somebody really wants that 911, an extra $10,000 to spend on a watch is a big deal. Whereas if you're buying a Ferrari, maybe you care not as much, but you also about the price, but you also don't care as much about the vehicle and the history. So this is a very interesting product. It's quite well made. It's for example, the coatings and the titanium are excellent. It's certainly on the expensive side. So I just think it's fascinating. That has this great story, but I still try to figure out exactly who cares the most about the story.
Is Porsche the only car brand where buying other products with that brand on it doesn't feel quite as weird as buying like Ferrari sunglasses or an Aston Martin jacket? It almost feels acceptable to own the watch with the car brand, whereas buying feels like you're fanboying. This doesn't feel quite as fanboyish when you do it with Porsche. I don't know why.
Good point.
Because Porsche Design's been around for a while. Porsche Design literally just started like last year and be like, what is this cash grab? Do they have legitimacy for this? Like the fact that like you've been hearing about Porsche design for a while, in my opinion, is why you're okay with it. That's just my guess.
Right, okay. You just think that it's been at it for longer.
And the watches were always good. You know, Porsche design was never just like the blatant white label thing so they could slap a Porsche logo on it and sell it at, you know, sell it in the dealer gift shop type of thing.
Let's have a look and see. Welcome.
Those watches didn't say design on it, just Porsche.
Yeah,
brace yourselves for MSRP.
Welcome to the Porsche Design website, where you can buy some luggage for £645. Okay, I'll maybe take back all the who's this person calling? Who's this? The icon.
He's an actor of some sort.
This is
we should know him
from North London. He's gonna take the wheels off your tire. Is this a person?
Isn't Orlando Bloom like?
Yes, that's
was that Orlando Bloom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not picture, but he is. Yes.
That doesn't look. That looks.
He's been Porsche designed.
He has been Porsche designed. He's been ChatGPT'd. Make Orlando Bloom look like a Porsche owner, and that's really weird. That does not look like Orlando Bloom in that photo. So here's the world's first matte black chronograph.
Ooh.
I don't believe
What a
that.
claim to fame.
I don't believe that for a second. Claim to fame's maybe.
See, yeah, they don't even sell it that well themselves. They're like, what do we say about this? Okay, let's get a hyper-German about it. The world's first thing within this narrowly defined, slightly vague area.
The world's first black thing that you put on your wrist. Okay. It's a very nice website, actually, to be fair. So I've done all 25 of your jewels. There we go.
7750 architecture, clearly.
So, yeah. There's Orlando, fully dressed out with a Porsche t-shirt, some Porsche sunglasses.
He's looking at those glasses like, how much?
The earring he's wearing is Porsche design. I mean, that was a deliberate thought. Yes, Orlando put the earring on for this photo shoot.
That's hilarious.
I don't think they prepared that much. This is clearly, it's like one outfit here.
Yeah,
it's very efficient. It's Porsche. It has to be efficient, you know. And this is how all Porsche owners dress anyway.
All gray and black.
Anyway, there we go. I mean, I do like the old.
I hate those lugs.
I love the Sport Chrono collection. If they weren't so frighteningly expensive, there's a world
has the
timer.
gray market have a deal for you?
I don't know if
85 off.
They used to do a world timer. I don't know if they still do in that collection.
There's still some out there. Cool. Worried out there.
Which was lovely. Discover the
sports
collection.
car and watch. Do we want these watches to resemble the cars, or is it okay to just plaster? It's better to just plaster the names on them.
That was during their wandering era, David. You know that. This is when they weren't sure what they want to be connected to.
I'm just asking. Is this a good thing or not so much of a good thing?
No, I was not joking. Those watches with those weird lugs were designed during their we're not sure if we want to be connected to our cars era.
I know, but the question still stands. Is that a good thing that it's not really connected, or is it a bad thing? Because, if they really make it look like the car, then it's kind of cheesy. If not, really difficult to get right. And if they don't, then what's the point?
Well, they realized that it's cheaper to market one Porsche name than to somehow explain the difference of Porsche design. That's really what happened. They just refused to invest in a distinctive brand. So, we can't just kill it. Well, we might as well just pile it into Porsche.
I mean, I haven't been to a Porsche showroom for a very long time. In fact, I think the last one I was in, I built. But did they have a display cabinet with all the watches, trying to upsell you from your 911 to, why, dear sir, you can also go away with this lovely watch. So they genuinely expect someone's going to spend $100,000 or $150,000 on a car and then another $10,000 on a watch.
Rick, once they charge you
buying a jacket for
once they charge you $12,000 to take something out of the car, paying $10,000 to get something at all seems like a reasonable deal. So
exactly.
Yeah, by the time you're done building whatever GT3 RS or 911 Turbo of your dreams, and you've paid more to get less, this is an easy line item and hardly going to be the thing you flinch at.
10 grand on a Porsche is the yellow you want. They make this ugly, stupid racing yellow that looks pale even in the warmest, most beautiful California sunset. And then they make an ever so slightly nicer yellow that's a speed yellow or signal yellow. And then they charge you 10 grand and it makes... It's probably exactly 50 cents more expensive to manufacture. And that used to be the standard yellow paint a long time ago. So now they made it worse and have you pay like 15 grand for the yellow that you want. So just put a watch in the box.
But don't forget, now you can spend even more to get that special color of yellow as the dial or bezel or strap on your watch.
Does anybody think that David maybe has next to his IWC catalogs from 10 years ago also a couple of Porsche trim selecting catalogs while he's at it? Familiar with all the paint colours.
The yellow rage.
My question is, if you buy the watch while you're buying the car, do they give you a box for the watch, or do they somehow upsell it that we place the watch you've just bought like wrapped over the gear knob in order
it's
to
rattling
save
in the
them,
glove box somewhere.
in order to save them some more money? We've upsold you by selling you less. We didn't even give you a box. We just
the watch comes months later, Rick. Months.
You think? All right,
I know.
You don't have stock.
It's being customized.
All right, okay. Do you think you can get customized the second hand? This is far too much time we've spent on this Porsche Design watch. Is it a nice watch?
I like it a lot, but I understand how a lot of people don't understand it, are not excited by it. It's decidedly not exciting. Okay. So you first have to be into watches, then be okay spending high-end money on watches that don't look like they're that expensive from a distance, and then fall in love with like tools versus, lavish, look at me spectacle luxury. There's a lot of steps of education required to get to the phase of being as enlightened as Mr. Bloom.
Does it wear well? Because it looks like it doesn't articulate terribly well on your wrist. It's thick.
And, it has that particular type of shape. But no, it is comfortable. Okay. So, it looks a bit awkward there. And it is a little bit on the longer lug-to-log side. But I wouldn't say it goes to the point of being uncomfortable.
Right, okay. Good. Right, well, that's it from Porsche Design until...
We can talk more about it.
This time next year. Well, we'll see.
We should talk about the perfect instrument contrast, even in the rain.
Are they... So what is their target? Like, to produce... Because they've bought... Whose factory was it they bought?
Eterna,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So presumably they're gearing up to make, 50,000 watches a year. How many watches do you think they're going to try and make?
They're selling a lot less automobiles in Germany, so this has got to make up for it.
But I mean, how many do you think they actually produce already?
Several million. No, I'm kidding.
How many? 5,000, 7,000, or is it hundreds?
It's definitely not hundreds.
So, I mean, are they bigger or smaller than Zenith? Zenith is the new scale. It's like when in this country we use the phrase twice the size of Wales to represent any large landmass.
I don't think they're much bigger. I think they want to get bigger. I think they want to grow, but they hate spending on marketing. It's so tough.
I'm guessing someone's had a conversation. Right, okay, so what else have we got? Let's have a look at this Chinese watch that
I like how it always zooms in on my face when you're switching screens. It's always my face too. It's never somebody else. It's always just like whoop. And
I think that's because you were last on. I think it's like a punishment. It's like making you sit at the front of the class for arriving late.
Okay,
Peacock fair. Black Hole Central Tourbillon watch review. Affordable horology from historic Chinese brand. Okay. When you received this in the post, did it come in a box, or was it just in bubble wrap in like a padded envelope?
It was a box that had sort of a similar shimmer and green as that green on a peacock feather.
Okay, so that's nice. And then when you opened it, were you instantly pleasantly surprised or instantly horrified? What was or just kind of halfway house?
I wouldn't say I was horrified. Is that how you feel? Do you feel horrified?
No. I'm curious. I'm trying to gauge what your genuine first reaction to opening this was.
My expectations are always low. Not because I don't anticipate it being good, but I just anticipate, like if I think it's going to be better and it disappoints me, I get angry at myself. So I have really low expectations of everything, not just Chinese tourbillons. And then when it gets,
imagine living in a world where the only thing you had a low expectation of was Chinese tourbillons. That was it. Everything else in life was rosy, but the only thing you had
a lifetime of disappointment.
The only thing was just Chinese. No, I think my life is great, but just don't bring me a Chinese tourbillon because I'll just be disappointed.
I mean, I've experienced some pretty, modest quality Chinese tourbillons.
Fair enough. Yes.
This is actually really good. This is comfortable.
Okay. Cool.
The tourbillon itself worked pretty well. The movement was symmetrical, felt nice. Honestly, like I enjoyed wearing this. It's not that easy to read the time, and I wish the strap was a little bit more colorful. Like, it even though it definitely isn't the kind of like shape that blends into the strap. It's all black. It's very like Apple Watch-esque in that regard. But then you look at this really cool central tourbillon and this nice iridescent purple color, and you look at what it does, and I think to myself, of all the Swiss watches I've worn over the years that did basically the same thing for like oodles more cash. And I'm like, wow, this is remarkably approachable, nice. I don't think, what I like about this is there's no watch lover event you could take this and people will be like, oh, what are you wearing? They're like, oh, that's cool. And I think that it's important when you're buying a watch at this level to ask yourself, does it impress people who can afford a lot more? And I think in a sense it does, because it really shows something cool that you can get. It's like, $4,000. I mean, you're getting anything, even the cheapest, most basic, not interesting Swiss tourbillons are like $5,000 or $6,000. Here you have something vastly more interesting than that. Maybe not mechanically that much more interesting, but design-wise and engineering-wise more interesting for less money than that. I'm not saying they're going to sell a boatload of these. This is limited as it is. They're not going to, that's it. But there's a market for these, and these are cool. And this is far and above better than what a Chinese tourbillon was 15 years ago.
And is it possible to identify in the likes of this Chinese tourbillon? First of all, do we know if they make the tourbillon itself?
Okay, let's back up. Yes, they do. Tourbillons are not hard to make. Whatever myth the Swiss had about how amazingly difficult it is to make a tourbillon, that's all BS, okay? Like, everyone has a tourbillon now.
Yeah, so I'm curious as to whether in the fingerprints of this, you can identify, wait a minute, that tourbillon cage looks pretty similar to the tourbillon cage in the setup, because they're all slightly different. They all, I'm not quite sure what you call the individual parts of a tourbillon.
You can see that in Swiss movements. They borrow from one another as well. So it's not fair to place this unreasonable standard in the Chinese when like the Swiss have been copying each other for years.
I'm curious to whether you can identify these Swiss tourbillons as being clearly being made by these guys in China.
I see what you mean. Does
this remind you of a tourbillon by XXX Swiss brand? I don't know how easy it is to make the core components that you need to make a tourbillon then look ever so slightly different when you put all the rest of the cage around it, so as you can't actually, or whether there's fundamental fingerprints in the way that it's assembled and put together that you can identify it, and other watch brands are using similar
the
parts.
Cage itself, as you said, used to be sort of a telltale thing, but there's certain parts that they know that they can architect to have different shapes, even though they perform similarly. I don't know. That's a whole other question about who uses what in Switzerland, but this is definitely their own thing. And
like, I'm wondering if that back plate you could identify that somebody else uses somewhere else.
That is Bond intro kind of.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah. It is, isn't it? Somebody was watching.
Well, it's the black hole. It's supposed to be the spinning spiral of celestial death.
Good. So $4,000. At what point would you feel to spend $4,000 on this? Would it be that you'd have to have more money than sense and go, actually, I just want to buy, I just like buying stuff and I've got plenty of money, so I'll buy this?
If you go,
because you say it's cool, you go to a watch event, everyone's going to be looking at it. and
you hit the nail on
it.
the head. It's for people that go to watch events. If you are a social watch enthusiast and you have a busy calendar where you show up to places and you have to want to wear something, and you probably could never afford a Swiss Tourbillon or like a nice Swiss Tourbillon, this is great because you can say, I have a Tourbillon. I didn't have to pay, like crazy amounts of money for it. When people see it, they're like, oh, that's cool.
Do you like
and I
me
think
now?
the good thing about a watch like this is that you could probably sell it a few years down the line. And I'm not saying you're going to get like full price for it, but like somebody would gladly buy this for half price to have a second life at it, right? So if you get bored of it, I can't see somebody else not wanting to have this experience.
Now, I suspect the link is okay on our website for Peacock watches. I suspect it's the right link, but I cannot connect to it. I'm wondering if that is to do with it being IP address in China, perhaps.
I don't know. Their website's been kind of finicky. I can look into that.
You probably have safe browsing turned on, and it's just not loading Peacock.
That's just what I was thinking. So I'm definitely getting this site cannot be reached. So check your firewall. So I'm not going to check my firewall, but go and look at your own risk.
Now I'm curious. Darn.
Right, go and look at your own risk at the PeacockWatches.com website and see what other joys await you there. Good stuff. Right. It is Christmas time. Last week, we thought we would do a Christmas What You Like based on the
Tractors?
exotic Christmas food, random Christmas foods that we have on our own tables.
By the way, Leno's willing to talk tractors with you.
Excellent. Right, okay. Can we do a special? Can we just do a special? It's only tractors we're talking about. Does he must have a collection.
Do I have to be there?
Is there budget to fly me to LA to speak to
you and one of your
about tractors? We could tractor driving around Scotland. Do you think he'd like to come to
Rick,
Scotland?
Yes, Rick, you do have budget to send yourself to LA to talk tractors with Jay.
No, I'm not talking about my budget. I'm talking about the collective aBlogtoWatch budget. I think a tractor show. We'll maybe put a poll in the field on.
Oh, you're right. The Peacock Watches site is having a little bit of an issue here.
Is it right? Okay, so it's not just the UK. It's also America. How's the Hungarian IP?
We are good friends. Okay, I just googled Peacock. So I should narrow that down.
PeacockWatches.com. PeacockWatches.com is the URL.
It has a 77% scam advisor trust score.
Okay,
Google is telling me.
Right. Okay, but is it letting you on the website?
No.
So the last Hungarian review I did of them, they told me they're like, oh yeah, don't link to our normal website. We'll link to this other website, which was like a retailer. And since then, they just took that website down. So I had to change the links to make sure that they're still working.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm disappointed.
Disappointed, and
hopefully the Tourbillon works better than the website.
Yeah. So what else? So Jay Leno, Tractor Talk, Tractor and Watches Talk. I think that's a New Year's show.
He has this massive, it's like a 2-story tall, at least, steam-powered tractor.
Oh, it's huge. You could walk
Remember that
under
thing?
Yeah, it's absolutely colossal.
For some reason, Ripley's audio has got incredibly loud, or is it just me, or is he just excited about tractors?
He's really excited.
Really excited about tractors.
Excellent. There we go. So, a steam-powered, an old-fashioned steam-powered tractor. Brilliant. Love it.
Why is there no steam-powered watches? I'm so disappointed.
Steampunk powered.
It would make this very quiet sound, I would love that.
Take that
like
swatch.
A tea kettle almost always done.
Just coming away. Right.
In the morning, you have to pour a little bit of hot water in it and then screw down the crown, and then that's how it would work. That would be hilarious. You don't wind it. You just add some hot water. Why is that not a thing?
So it led me down this tamales. So first of all, it appears that you can't actually agree on how you spell tamales. Some people spell it with an A.
What?
Well, according to the AI overview, the Mesoamerican dish of seasoned masa corn dough is spelled either tamales with an O or tamales with an A. So
who's ever seen it with an O?
No one's ever spelled it with an O.
Are we talking about food again?
Nobody ever spelled it. Yeah, we're talking about food again. So give us. So what is a tamale then, and what watch is it like for Christmas?
So a tamale,
Ripley.
it is a corn masa, like a corn meal, and you can fill it with all sorts of stuff, meats, cheeses, what have you.
Sweet or savory.
Yeah, you can make sweet or savory versions, and then you wrap it in a corn husk, and they are steamed.
Okay. And do you eat the corn husk?
No.
Tell him he should.
So you only eat the middle. Yeah. So it's like a pack. It's like a packaging, like a biscuit, for example, when you put a biscuit in a
if you don't have
packet,
teeth, are you in luck?
You stick it out.
I'm not sure. This one, it's not really the wrapper that dictates it. It's really more the corn masa. It's traditionally done with a corn husk, but yeah, I've seen them done with other things, types of leaves.
Okay, so what watch are we thinking is most represented in the Christmas accoutrement to Ripley's table, the tamale? So what do you put in yours? Vegetarian, beef, savory, sweet?
A lot. So I'm not. We don't make the sweet ones.
Okay.
We make them on my mom's side of the family on Christmas. It can either be beef, pork, chicken, vegetable, chili, cheese.
So we're talking about. So what we're basically saying is it's something you can put anything in, but the outside always looks the same. So
it's like a Mexican Hot Pocket.
Or the other way around. The core essence remains the same. I was going to say all those limited edition Louis Erard regulator watches.
Yeah, they're all regulators.
All regulators, yeah.
That's good.
Slightly different flavor.
It's taken about 20 episodes of this, and finally you get it. That's the core essence.
Really?
Merry Christmas to me.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. Listen, next we'll be asking Ariel for a top 10 just to test out this miracle status.
Oh my God, I just had to come up with a list of 100.
100 what? Watches?
We'll talk about it. It was not easy.
Let's
include everything.
Let's sidle into a blog to watch counselling corner and discuss this. Who did you have to prepare this top 100 list for? Or can you not say?
It's for us. It's going to be for our new About page.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've been doing nerdy things like working on a new About page, which is everyone's top thing that they want to work on at a media company.
An About page, and you've had to do a list of 100 things?
Well, I'm trying a new kind of About page, and I wanted to create. For the longest time, we wanted to say to people that are brand new to aBlogtoWatch, like, start here. Right. Like we have, like an insane, like nearly 15,000 articles. And if someone's new, business person, enthusiast, we have no way of saying like, let's introduce you to this thing. No, they're just like, yeah, maybe you'll find a randomizer, or start reading backwards. Like that's not going to work out.
I know someone who's doing that.
A completist and a blog to
watch.
And
I feel bad for them, even though it's basically me that they're reading.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait till you reach like 2010. Just make sure you're on a small screen. Image sizes were radically different a decade and a half ago.
Okay,
it's like the evolution of like digital photography can be seen like in our website.
Yes, Louis Erard regulator. That's a good call for the tamale. Okay, we then had...
And some of them are downright disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's true. Honestly, like the concept of a tamale being cornmeal, it can go in so many different directions sometimes, and then the cook on them matters as well.
What's popular for them to put inside, and you don't think it makes sense, is like a strawberry paste for some of the sweet ones? Yeah, a little corded strawberry mix.
Paste, you mean jam?
I don't know how they do it. It just says strawberry, and I don't know what that means. It could be a bunch of different stuff, so I'm just guessing. If it's a corn mush, it might as well be a strawberry mush too.
One of the only sweet ones I enjoyed was a pineapple flavored one. It sounds weird, but it was actually pretty good. It was like a pineapple. It tasted kind of like a pineapple upside down cake.
I like cooked pineapple.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
What's the grilled pineapple of watches?
Grilled pineapple with a gammon steak. The grilled pineapple of watches. What do you think?
Isn't there that weird debate like you shouldn't cook a pineapple or something? I don't know. Maybe that's just on pizza.
So what is the essence of grilled pineapple that we need to select from the world of watches?
Something that you don't think would taste good, but it does,
No, something that's not. It's so wrong, it's right. Is that what we're saying?
Like what people wanted the Cubitus to be?
Yes, so wrong. So I bet, yeah, okay. So what watch is so wrong? I mean, it's got to be, without wishing to go over, shall we say, normal ground. It's got to be a sapphire Hublot, surely. It's so
Gerald
wrong.
Charles.
Gerald
it should be a gold watch and a rubber strap.
Yeah, okay. Gold watch and rubber strap. Right, Ariel, you had suggested that your Christmas tradition is Chinese. I assume that is a Chinese carryout or a takeaway, rather than you're slaving over a hot wok on Christmas morning.
What are we talking about now?
Well, you nominated Chinese food. So maybe it's just the tourbillon. Maybe that's it. You're just...
Didn't you just ask me what I wanted to have for Christmas? Wasn't that what your question was? You didn't say there's going to be a watch part of it.
No. But there's always
a watch part. You didn't tell me that.
We've got... So which watch brand... What is the essence of a good Chinese meal?
Well, is it the
sauce
essence?
And variety?
Yeah, is it the essence of a good Chinese meal or the role that Chinese food plays in Christmas?
What role does Chinese food play in Christmas?
Well, so for people who aren't celebrating Christmas, the number of places that are open on Christmas in the United States, it's
Chinese restaurants.
A lot of Chinese restaurants. So,
interesting.
So it's the alternate option, the reliable go-to for everyone who's not participating in the mainstream thing at that point in time.
If you're not participating in the watch world, if you're just like, this is all madness, where are you going to it's an Apple Watch. Is that it? Is the non-participation prize for watch geekery just you and an Apple Watch?
Maybe it's the Peacock Tourbillon, where for the person who's like, I'm not going into the hype and the 8-figure watches. I want to have fun. I'm trying to have a good time. What's something Chinese. Where it's not going to be super expensive. I'm going to have some options. I'm sure if Peacock's website worked, I'm sure we'd see some options.
I'm sure we'd see lots of options.
Yeah. And, it's a fair price to pay for an alternate route to enjoying the hobby of a Christmas meal.
I wonder if I can get a Tor browser.
Should we
or something
Google search to see if they have a different website? I feel really bad.
I did, and it was just CD Peacock that comes up, like the retailer.
No,
not related at all.
I'm going to try this from a Black Ops browser, Peacock watches, and see if I can access it. Peacock watches.
We only sell watches to criminals.
Yeah, so we're now on the dark web looking. It's thinking about loading. There's certainly a screen page showing. It's thinking about it. I think it might need to think about it for a wee while it reroutes via several VPNs.
It's like this website was working just a few days ago.
Yeah, so Chinese, we think, is the essence of you have a holiday, but you're not celebrating the actual holiday. You're doing your own thing. No, actually, even the Tor world will not let that site open. Even the dodgiest servers in the world are going, no, we're not going there. No, we don't like your Chinese tourbillons. It does show a screen capture, like a highlight. Let's see if I can show. Let me Watch Pro have a whole thing.
Is their website just broken because they're just selling so many watches right before Christmas?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe if I can access a page,
a Peacock for all occasions,
rather than the actual
a black hole for every occasion.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. It's simply not happening. So there we go. Right, so the celebration of Chinese food at Christmas is actually just a Peacock watch. Somebody that doesn't wish to participate in the main event of watch collecting, but still wants to be involved. Swatch Group. That's right, just any Swatch watch. The non-participation prize goes to Swatch Group. Next year, we are going to have to do our own awards. We need to do our own end-of-year proper awards, gathered from all the year's information. David, you selected Coca-Cola last week as being the derivative item that you would have on your Christmas table. Yep. So which watch most represents the spirit of Coca-Cola at Christmas? I'm wanting to say, now this may be a UK thing, they generated their advertising this year by AI. So which brand this year is using, or in 2026 is going to be the AI brand of the year, or
I mean, other than Watch Pro?
Coca-Cola's like a Seiko diver. It's classic. It's attainable. It's ubiquitous. You can go in wild different directions as far as the flavor, and you can go to much more extravagant and esoteric sodas. But at the end of the day, a Seiko, just like Coca-Cola, it always hits nicely, and everyone's always happy to have one at some point.
And it's indestructible. If you leave it on a shelf for 1,000 years, it will still be Coca-Cola, and it will still be a Seiko. Excellent analogy, Ripley. Thank you.
So I'm going to go to Japan, and I'm going to have one of their Coca-Cola Pluses. This is like a new drink. I have no idea what's in it. But it's
more
called
Coca.
Nanobots.
I'm curious what the plus means.
Is that like Coca-Cola Extreme?
And then you're talking about the longevity. I've been playing. It originally came out in 2010, but the game Fallout New Vegas and that whole world is their version of cola, Nuka-Cola, which you can drink after 200 years. Whatever it is.
Okay, I gotta go, guys. I have a 10 a.m. call.
Right. Well, have a great Christmas, David, and we will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Squeeze ball.
And then finally, I had selected Melba Toast. For those of you that don't know what Melba Toast is, why have you all got squeeze balls on your desk?
Mine's right there.
They're air blowers.
Everything.
How do you get the dust off the pictures when you take pictures of watches?
I don't take pictures of watches. I don't take pictures of watches. I don't even own a camera.
What? You mean your Panerai might be dirty?
This is what Panerai is definitely mucky. Right. Melba Toast was mine. For those who don't know what Melba Toast is, this is Melba Toast. The Christmas staple in my household.
That's the best picture you could find.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any more pictures here now.
So what kind of bread is it? Let's start with
any kind of bread you like.
Oh my God! Bread. Your descriptions tonight of food are getting me nowhere.
Slightly stale, probably the better.
So it can be any bread. Is it how you slice it?
Yes, you slice it in half, but long ways.
Does more of the bread end up as crumbs on the floor than in your mouth?
Yes, almost certainly. Or in the soup. It's like one enormous crouton. When you dip it in your soup, it just falls off the end like a digestive biscuit.
Scottish specific thing?
No, it's actually, I think it was actually, let me just check. I think if I recall, it was invented by an Australian. No, it was to celebrate in Australia. It was for...
Who's this Melba I keep hearing about?
Melba Toast.
Melba Toast?
Doesn't Melba sound great?
Melba Toast. So Melba Toast, it was created by Auguste Escoffier for Australian opera singer Nellie Melba.
Someone was like, hey, that's the best thing since sliced bread. What if we just slice it twice?
So wait, this is basically like the Virginia Slims of toast. That's really all this is.
So,
there was a prima donna opera singer that wanted less carbohydrates. They make it thinner.
No. It's as Ripley says, it's the best thing since sliced bread, so we sliced it in half to make it twice as good. Whose marketing in the watch world is that reflective of?
Piaget.
It's just...
we can go thinner.
We can go thinner. We just make it thinner, and that makes it twice as good. There we go. I think that's a valid prize for Piaget. It's better than the GP. Did they win anything at GPHG this year?
It's the Piaget Polo. It's half of the Polo.
The Melba Award.
Have you ever? Do you get polo? You don't call them polo mints, do you? You call them? Is it lifesavers? You call them in America?
The circle candies?
The circle. So they're called polo mints in the real world, in the old world, in the place that invented them. They were called polo mints.
And we know that a lifesaver is round. What in polo looks like that?
How's the life? No, I think that's nominative determinism on your part.
Wait,
they're always called polo mints because they're polo mints because they're the mint with the hole, the polo. That's how it works. But you can also buy.
So wait, do you call them polo mints when they're not mint flavored? We've got like fruit flavored candy ones.
You would just call them polos. But they'd be fruit polos or spearmint polos.
You use the word polo for far too many things. Let's be honest.
But you can also buy the holes. That's the other thing. You can buy the
just like little giblets of mint candy.
Yeah, you can buy the bit out the middle. You see, reduce, recycle, reuse. It's our mantra in the European Union, or not.
So what do you call it? Polo?
This is why they barely understand consumerism.
Polo holes?
Yeah, polo. I don't actually know what they're called.
Polo cheap.
Polo.
Can you not afford the full donut? Here's just the setup.
Well, it's like donut holes. It's like, is that not what? Not Baskin Robbins. Tim Hortons. Is that not? No, it's all...
No. Everyone does donut holes, but you don't actually punch the hole from the donut. You make a ring, and they have to make those things separately.
Okay. Well, I think they punch the hole out the middle of the phone and they just keep the bit they punched. I don't actually know. Never been to Roundtree's factory. Anyway, that's quite enough of that. Right, 2026 is on its way. We'll do a bit of a New Year show next week, but early expectations. Do you think you will be more or less disappointed? Will it be a better than 2025 or a worse than 2025? Expectations, much of the same. Sell,
we know that products exist on it takes about 3 to 6 years for a new product to come out, right? So that's how much in advance. So the question is, what was going on 3 to 6 years ago, which was awful. So let's assume that 2027 will be good in the watch industry. So like by 2030, we'll be like, oh, this is nice.
All right. Okay. So
just setting statistical expectations.
Ariel is selling 2026. Ripley, are you buying or holding 2026?
No. I mean, like the fact that we're 1 week before the end of the year, and I cannot tell you what the financial landscape is going to look like for our country as far as foreign policies, etc., going forward into 2026. If I don't have any inkling of that, I can't imagine many brands are being super optimistic as far as let's release everything we've been saving for years. So, no, I think it'll be not underwhelming, but I think it will be exactly what we expect right now.
Expect the unexpected, yes. It will probably be much of the same, especially because of a certain occupant of a certain house in a certain country. But there we go. Right. That is our show. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas, or have had, because this show will come out after you've already had. So we hope your Christmas was merry, and we will speak to you in 2026. So thank you very much for participating in each week in our show. And
I want a donut-shaped watch next year with a real hole in the middle.
Somebody must make a watch that's got a hole in the middle.
Probably. I seem to feel like
it's not the Peacock. It's a hole.
Like an actual hole. The movement is actually donut shaped. So there's nothing in the middle. There's a full-on hole straight through the middle.
Okay, that's our challenge.
Has entered the chat.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's been designed before. I feel like I've even seen it, but like this is the next. We don't know why they did it, but suddenly I want it.
Actually, there is a watch now. What's it called? They showed at Watches and Wonders at the Time to Watch show last time I was there. So I was at 3 years ago, and it was a brand, and you could insert a different gem into the middle of the watch, I think, or you could just pop it out and there'd be a hole in the middle.
Oh yeah.
We did it. Go to their aBlogtoWatch YouTube channel. You will see an interview with them from about 3 years ago.
Oh my God, no one's going to know what to type, Rick.
I can't remember. You just need to search through it all.
Watch interview. Oh God, it's too much.
Yes, the poll will be mentioned. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go back to Watches and Wonders from 3 years ago. Scan through the hundreds and hundreds of things that we put out during that week.
It's in there somewhere on the YouTube channel.
7,000 watches back.
Yes, so there we go. Anyway, have a great Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas. Whenever you listen to this, we'll see you in the new year. Goodbye.
We miss you all.
Don't forget to leave biscuits for Santa.
Unwrap them first, though. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.